Hello. Thank you, WSO. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Massbay's 2026 commencement ceremony. My name is Chief Joe Bellino of Massbay Public Safety. As we begin here, a few reminders. One, kindly silence your cell phones for the duration of the commencement. Emergency exits located in the back and to each side of the tent. There's no standing anywhere along the perimeter of the uprights. And please keep the aisles free the entire time. I know everyone wants to take pictures, but please, it creates significant obstruction if you're in the aisles. Okay, we are at max capacity, no saving seats. Kindly move as far as you can once you're in the aisle. If anyone sees anything, anyone under arrest, or any medical emergency, please locate someone in a green volunteer shirt, and we will render the appropriate aid. We are happy to help. We are here to make tonight as enjoyable and celebratory as possible. So without further ado, welcome and congratulations.
Good evening. I'm David Podell, president of Massbay Community College. Welcome to Massbay's 64th commencement ceremony. Benvindos a la ceremonia de formatura do Massbay Community College. Espero que o Massbay tenha sido la para vocês. Bienvenidos a la ceremonia de graduación de Massbay Community College. Espero que Massbay les haya sido de gran ayuda. Before we start, we would like to honor the indigenous tribes who occupy the land on which Massbay sits. Please welcome Chief Ladybug of Native Heritage New England.
Thank you, Dr. Podell. Kwe, which is hello in my indigenous language. Before I begin the land acknowledgement, I would like to briefly introduce myself. Here at Massbay, I am known as Dr. Pruitt, Professor and Program Chair of Health Studies. If you do not know what health studies is, it's medical assisting, medical coding, medical office administration, phlebotomy, and a new Associates of Science of Health coming this spring. Where are my people at? In another part of my life, I am Chief Ladybug of Native Heritage New England. My tribal affiliations include Croatan, Massachusetts Praying Indian, and Potawatomi. I am 16th generation to Massachusetts. My history is not something distant. I live it every day. It is personal and deeply connected to the land and where we stand today. This graduation ceremony takes place on indigenous land. By including a land acknowledgement in today's ceremony, Massbay is helping to ensure that the indigenous people, our history, and communities remain visible and recognized. The acknowledgement. Massbay Community College wishes to acknowledge that the Wellesley, Framingham, and Ashland campus sit on the land that the European colonists appropriated from the Nipmuc, Massachusetts, and Pawtucket tribes. Massbay cannot change the past, but what we can do is honor the land, the ancestors, and the indigenous traditions as we at Massbay use this sacred land as a communal place to nurture learners, to move forward, and make a more inclusive world. To the graduating class of 2026, you leave Massbay, I encourage you to carry forward not only knowledge and skills, but also humanity, understanding, and respect for the many stories that shape our community. Akwane, which means peace in my indigenous language. Thank you, and congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you, Chief Ladybug. Now, please welcome Dr. Lynn Moore, Massbay's Chief Unity Officer, who will read out our labor acknowledgement.
We acknowledge the heritage of the African and the Caribbean diaspora. We acknowledge the roles of enslaved persons in building this area during the colonial period and the first century of our nation's history. To honor our labor, we commit to a future free of oppression in which all individuals have opportunities to fulfill their dreams.
Thank you, Dr. Moore. And now I ask that all of you who are able to please stand and direct your attention to the side podium as we welcome Patrick Devlin, who has just completed his first year in our Transitional Scholars Program, to sing the national anthem. Thank you, Patrick, for that beautiful performance. Everyone, please take your seats. As president, I declare the 64th commencement exercises of Massbay Community College to be officially convened. It is now my honor to introduce our platform party. Please hold your applause until all the members of the platform party have been introduced. To my right, we welcome our commencement speaker, Massachusetts Lieutenant Governor Kimberly Driscoll, Chairperson of the Massbay Board of Trustees, Alyssa Povich, the Commissioner of the Massachusetts Division of Capital Asset Management and Maintenance, Adam Bakey. From the Massachusetts Department of Higher Education, Senior Associate Commissioner for Student Financial Aid, Robert Brunn. Members of the Massbay Board of Trustees and Foundation Board, our student speaker, award recipients, and our commencement marshal. To my left are Massbay's academic deans and members of the college's leadership team. Please join me in welcoming our platform party. You may now applause. Massbay is fortunate to have an extraordinary faculty, each of whom is committed to our students' success. They are experts in their respective fields. They possess the dedication, commitment, and compassion necessary to ensure our students can achieve their goals. Astronaut Krista McAuliffe said, "I touch the future, I teach." Each of the Massbay faculty has, through you, our graduates, also touched the future. Faculty members, please stand. Please join me in recognizing the outstanding faculty of Massbay Community College. I also wish to acknowledge our dedicated staff who support our students throughout their time at Massbay. Many are serving as volunteers tonight and are hard at work under the tent. Staff members, please wave and be acknowledged. Leading tonight's student procession were our student marshals, Michael Amendola and Devante Diaz, as well as Vice President for Student Development, Dr. Elizabeth Blumberg, and Dean of Students, Josh Cheney. Our faculty processional was led by our commencement marshals, Professor and Chair of the Engineering Department, Marina Bograd, and Academic Transfer Counselor, Jessica Henry. The mace was carried by Jackie Burke, Administrative Assistant in the Academic Achievement Center. And leading our platform party was someone who marked her 50th year as a Massbay faculty member. Please join me in thanking Commencement Marshal and Professor of Humanities, Diane Harper, for 50 years of service to Massbay. Tonight's music is being performed by Massbay's Orchestra in Residence, the outstanding Wellesley Symphony Orchestra, conducted tonight by guest music director Michael Korn. Thank you, Wellesley Symphony Orchestra. It is now my privilege to acknowledge our guests of honor, the Massbay class of 2026. Tonight, we celebrate the dynamic, talented, diverse 925 graduating members of the class of 2026, 407 of whom are here tonight. To help you get a clearer picture of the class of 2026, I will ask groups of students to stand if they are able. If you are the first person in your family to graduate from college, please stand. If you are a parent or grandparent who juggled family life with your schoolwork, please stand. If you held a job while you attended Massbay, please stand. If you held 2 or more jobs while you were at Massbay, please stand. If you were caring for an ill, elderly, or disabled family member while you attended Massbay, please stand. If you are a veteran, are currently serving in the military, or work in law enforcement or as a first responder, please stand. If you made the Dean's List or President's List, or if you were inducted into an academic honor society, please stand. If you are planning to pursue a bachelor's degree, please stand. If you have a job lined up after commencement, please stand. We honor tonight the Massbay class of 2026. However, no one makes it to this moment alone. Graduates, I invite you to join me in acknowledging your parents, partners, spouses, children, friends, and loved ones who supported you as you worked hard, made sacrifices, and committed yourself to learning. I ask our graduates to please stand if you are able, turn and face your guests, and join me in thanking them for the support and sacrifices they made to help you succeed. Please be seated. I am pleased now to introduce Alyssa Povich, Chair of the Massbay Board of Trustees, who will give the board's charge to the college. Trustee Povich has served on the board since 2022 and was named chair last year. A distinguished lawyer by trade, she has further distinguished herself through her commitment to this college and many other civic organizations. We've been fortunate she has applied her time, energy, and insights to Massbay these 4 years. Please welcome the chair of our Board of Trustees, Alyssa Povich.
Thank you, President Padel. It's my honor to be here this evening to represent the Board of Trustees. On behalf of all of the trustees, congratulations to the graduating class of 2026. Through your hard work and talent, your dedication and resilience, and through the support of your family and friends, you have earned your moment tonight. Congratulations on your accomplishments and for the degrees and certificates that you will receive tonight. And now, by the authority vested in the Board of Trustees, I do hereby charge the President with responsibility for the commencement exercises and for conferring the degrees of Associate in Arts, Associate in Science, and certificates as directed by the Board of Trustees and with the consent of the faculty of the college.
Thank you, Trustee Povich. It is now my pleasure to introduce Professor and Chair of the Engineering Department, Marina Bograd, who brings greetings from the faculty.
Good evening. It is an honor to represent my fellow faculty in celebrating the moment with all of you. We have had the privilege of watching you learn, struggle, succeed, recalibrate, and keep going. And as any engineering professor will tell you, Iteration is not failure, it is the process. Some of you arrived here with a clear plan. Others arrived with something closer to a rough sketch on a napkin. Community college has a way of meeting you wherever you are, whether that is returning after years away, balancing work and family, or deciding that, yes, you really do want to solve differential equations for fun, or at least for credit. Along the way, you learn things we can easily describe. You learn how to design and analyze, how to diagnose and repair, how to care for patients, manage projects, interpret data, communicate ideas, and solve real problems. And if you took an engineering class, anybody? Okay. And if you took an engineering class, you may have learned that something can work perfectly in theory and then absolutely refuse to cooperate in real life. This is not a bug. It is a feature of reality. You also learn things that do not show up on a syllabus. You learn how to ask for help, how to keep going when things do not make sense yet, how to juggle competing responsibilities and still move forward, and at times, how to interpret a deadline with level of creativity that was impressive, if not always persuasive. In engineering, we talk about iteration. You try something, test it, learn from it, and improve. Then you do it again. Life works that way too. The difference is there is no final exam, which sounds great until you realize there is also no answer key. The world you're entering will not always give you clear instructions or stable conditions. Plans will shift, new challenges will appear. You may find yourself solving problems you never expected. We know that you're ready. You're ready not just because of what you know, but because of how you think. You know how to break down a problem, take the next step, adapt when needed, and keep going when the answer is not obvious. Also, you have learned that teamwork teaches patience, flexibility, and occasionally deep breathing. As you leave, some of you transfer, some will enter the workforce, and some will change directions entirely. That is not failure, that is growth. Or if you prefer technical language, that is mid-course correction. Whether you're designing systems, running businesses, repairing engines, caring for patients, or building something entirely new, your work will matter. You will be solving problems, helping people, and making ideas real, ideal with fewer all-nighters, but no promises there. On behalf of my fellow faculty, I can definitively say, we notice you. We notice your effort, your persistence, the late nights, your thoughtful questions, and the moments when you kept going, even when it would have been easier not to. We even noticed your occasional email that began with, I know this is due in an hour, but we noticed, and we are incredibly proud of you. You have built something here, skills, confidence, resilience, and a foundation for what comes next. So keep going, stay curious, be thoughtful, keep learning, keep adapting, and trust what you have built. Congratulations, class of 2026. We cannot wait to see what you do next.
Thank you, Professor Bograd. It's now my honor to present the Distinguished Service Award, which recognizes a member of the community who has provided outstanding service to Massbay, our students, or the communities we serve. To understand the impact made on Massbay by tonight's awardee, we can look back to the college's origins. In 1958, then-Governor Foster Ferkalow established the community college system in Massachusetts. In 1961, Massbay Community College was created, and John F. Mackenzie, a Harvard graduate and Boston University dean, was appointed as the first president. President Mackenzie set out the foundation of our thriving institution today. But John Mackenzie is not the only family member who dedicated his talent to Massbay. Tonight we honor his son, Jim Mackenzie, for his service to Massbay. Jim has served on the Massbay Foundation Board for nearly 20 years and has been its chair. Over that time, he has been a constant supporter of the college. He has been a generous donor to Massbay, and in 2013, he funded in perpetuity the Mackenzie Family Scholarship, ensuring worthy Massbay students receive needed funds to continue their education. Jim has carried forward his father's legacy by sharing with others his father's vision of a student-oriented, dynamic college uniquely suited to be a stepping stone for its graduates to great future. When notified he had been selected for this award, Jim humbly said, "I am most appreciative to be recognized and hope that in some small way, what I have done and or contributed has made a difference in students' lives." Jim, I'm here to say there is no doubt it has. As a token of our community's appreciation for the time, talent, and treasure he has generously shared with Massbay, it is my honor to present Jim McKenzie with the 2026 Distinguished Service Award. The Distinguished Alumni Award recognizes Massbay alumni who have distinguished themselves through scholarship, career, or service to the community. Alexandra Valdez was born in the Dominican Republic and emigrated to the United States at age 10. She has dedicated her career to public service and helping others, and in particular, women, young people, and the Latino community. Alexandra graduated from Massbay in 2013 with an Associate of Arts degree in communication. She transferred to Fitchburg State University, where she graduated with a double major in communications and in political science and international studies. In 2020, she earned her Master of Public Administration degree from Suffolk University. 10 years ago, Alexandra began her career in Boston City Hall, serving as the Latino liaison and the executive director of the Mayor's Office of Women's Advancement. Today, she serves as the director of the Office of Cultural Affairs. The website of her department states, "At the heart of our city lies a rich tapestry of diverse cultures, traditions, and voices. The Cultural Affairs Initiative is dedicated to celebrating, nurturing, and advocating for this vibrant mosaic that defines our city. Led by a team of passionate individuals, we develop culturally competent programming and policy initiatives that reflect the diversity of our city." In 2019, El Mundo Boston recognized Alexandra, including her on its Latino 30 Under 30 list. For her dedication to the service of others and for her notable professional achievements, I am proud to present the 2026 Distinguished Alumni Award to Alexandra Valdez, Massbay Class of 2013. It is now my honor to introduce this year's class speaker, Reacher Nasozi Sozi. Reacher's story is one of resiliency and achievement. She will graduate tonight with an Associate of Arts degree in accounting and a certificate in medical coding. Please welcome, from the class of 2026, your student commencement speaker, Reacher Nasozi Sozi.
Hi, everyone. Please excuse me if I sound nervous right now, because I am. Growing up, I was told that when giving a speech, I should stand tall and speak proudly. I might have taken that a little too literally, because now I am 4 inches taller and 1,000% more terrified. But heels aside, hey, class of 2026, we made it. I'm so honored to be up here today as your commencement speaker. My name is Reacher Sozi, and yes, that's right, it's Reacher, but I go by Rachel, which was supposed to be my name. If we go back 24 years, back to the day I was born, my mom asked my very nervous first-time dad to write down Rachel on my birth certificate. And this man, bless his heart, was either captivated by my newborn glow and beauty, or as others would like to retell the story, he was just sleep deprived. Whatever the case may be, he blinked in that moment and spelled Rachel as R-E-A-C-H-E-R. And that beautiful mistake on a birth certificate was the start of my story. I was born in Uganda, which is known as the Pearl of Africa. And no, I'm not being dramatic, that's really what it's called. The name was popularized by Winston Churchill in 1908 after visiting Uganda and being amazed by its landscape, wildlife, and culture. He realized the country is basically one wish you were here postcard. Like I wrote in my poem, The Pearl of Africa, published by Notre Bene, Uganda is full of joy, music, and dance, with people who love the land and the land that loves them back. I moved to the US when I was 5. My parents brought me here for a better life. They showed me what hard work looked like. And by hard work, I mean balancing 2, 3 jobs, 5 kids, school, and buying a house. My parents started with nothing but the clothes in their suitcases. My mother went through nursing school while raising 5 kids. My parents also became citizens and achieved their version of the American dream, while teaching me in their journey that you're never too old to go back to school, but yes, you sure as hell can cry while doing it. Now here I am about to get my degree, all because of them. The first chapter of my story is nearly complete. Okay, enough about me. Let's talk about you. Congratulations, class of 2026. We pulled all-nighters, cried over midterms, and let finals convince us that sleep is a social construct. We questioned our life's choices, and we've definitely cursed at Blackboard multiple times and in multiple languages. But we made it, we showed up. Whether that was in person or in pajamas online, we did the work. That takes guts, determination, and let's be honest, a truly unhealthy amount of caffeine. Some of us did it for our kids, others did it for themselves, but we all did it for our future. On a serious note, I want to say thank you to God and my younger siblings, and a special thank you to Massbay. Massbay goes above and beyond for its students, providing food, housing help, and even Uber rides to students who need it. And because of Free Community College, many of us are standing here today. Today, we enter our next chapter, adulthood, new careers, big dreams. We're stepping into a world that moves fast, where success is expected overnight, and everyone on social media seems to have it all figured out. But our stories aren't meant to be rushed, because sometimes the most beautiful chapters take the longest to write. And while it feels like we should have it figured out, the truth is we don't, and that's okay. As the singer Jordan Sparks said, take one step at a time. There's no need to rush. It's like learning to fly or falling in love. It's gonna happen when it's supposed to happen. And just like flying, we may crash, but we're still learning, still growing, and we'll get there one step at a time. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you, Rachel. That was terrific. Now we give Rachel a special plaque as our student speaker this year. Presidential awards are presented to an individual or organization that has shown outstanding dedication and made significant contributions to Massbay. This year, we honor a couple that has improved the lives of countless students through their many years of generosity. Jay and Marilyn Sarles have parlayed their successful careers in banking and medicine, respectively, into an impactful legacy of philanthropy. They founded a family foundation, Eaglemere, which supports conservation initiatives. They sit on boards of several organizations in the area. And, fortunately for Massbay, as Wellesley residents, they decided to generously support their local community college. Over the past 6 years, Jay and Marilyn Sarles have made significant donations to student scholarships that have changed the trajectory of our students' lives. They established the Marilyn and Jay Sarles Scholarship, which provides $1,000 to worthy students each year. And then, 4 years ago, when I spoke to Jay and Marilyn about our plans for a new Center for Health Sciences, Early Childhood, and Human Services in Framingham, they didn't hesitate, offering the largest private donation we received for the project. So, for the many of you graduating with degrees in health science, early childhood, or human services, please know that Jay and Marilyn's contributions made possible your education in our phenomenal new Framingham Center. If you total up all their gifts to Massbay, Jay and Marilyn Sarles are the most generous benefactors in Massbay history. Funds they have provided have enabled students to stay in school, earn their degrees, and establish careers that uplift themselves and their families. Their investments were for more than bricks, steel, and glass. They made an investment in you and in the thousands of students whose lives will be transformed through education in the Framingham Center in the decades to come. Class of 2026, faculty and staff, and our guests here tonight, I ask that you please join me in thanking Jay and Marilyn Sarles for their incredible, unwavering support of our students and our college as we recognize them with the 2026 Presidential Award. And now, it is my honor to introduce our commencement speaker, Massachusetts Lieutenant Governor Kimberly Driscoll. As Lieutenant Governor, Kim Driscoll is the second highest ranking government official in the Commonwealth. Governor Maura Healey and Lieutenant Governor Driscoll are the first all-women executive team in Massachusetts history. Since they were sworn into office in 2023, the Healey-Driscoll administration has championed historic investments in the critical needs of the state, including affordable housing, quality health care, transportation, strengthening our cities and towns, and compassionate law enforcement. And while we applaud those priorities, and we certainly do, there is one that has truly made a difference for many of our graduates. I'm talking about free community college. You can applaud now. It was due to the vision, commitment, and leadership of Maura Healey and Kim Driscoll that the Free Community College program became a reality. The Healey-Driscoll administration gave many of you the opportunity to pursue a community college education for free that has put you on a pathway to sustainable, rewarding careers. On behalf of Massbay community, Lieutenant Governor Driscoll, we thank you. But you should know, Kim Driscoll isn't just a champion of Massachusetts public higher education, she's a product of it, a graduate of Salem State University. She was also the first female mayor in the history of Salem, a position she held for 17 years. Kim Driscoll is a champion of hardworking people. She cares deeply about the welfare of those of us who live in Massachusetts. Please help me in welcoming tonight's commencement speaker, Massachusetts Lieutenant Governor Kim Driscoll.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, President Podell, for that very warm introduction. to Chair Povich and the Board of Trustees, to all of your amazing faculty and staff, and certainly to students, friends, and family. I could not be happier to be with you this evening. And I certainly want to offer my sincerest congratulations to the Massbay Community College class of 2026. You know, graduations are always a feel-good experience. I've had the occasion to be at a few commencement ceremonies in this role, but I have to say, not everybody has a symphony orchestra accompanying you. Let's hear it for the Wellesley Symphony Orchestra. That's a really nice touch. As has been mentioned, this year's graduating class makes up over 900 graduates from across Massachusetts and frankly from across the world. That's over 900 stories, 900 unique and individual journeys that have gotten each of you to get where you are right now. There are veterans and parents and first-generation students and career changers and recent high school graduates. Together, you make up the highest number of Massbay Community College attendees in over a decade. Yeah, there's a lot of you. And while each of you have had different dreams, different goals, and different paths, all of you are here because you've done the work. And today, as you sit surrounded by your peers, I encourage you to pause for just a moment, breathe it all in, and truly appreciate what you have accomplished. Because earning a degree is not simply about completing courses or collecting credits. It's about perseverance. It's about growth. It's about the nights when you doubted yourself but kept going anyway. And while you should enjoy this celebration, I hope you give yourself some pause and some grace as well. Not everything needed to happen perfectly in order for you to arrive at this moment. Some of you balanced jobs, as we saw earlier, had caregiving responsibilities, financial pressures, uncertainties, or personal challenges while pursuing your education. Some of you may still be wondering whether you're fully ready for what comes next. That feeling is normal. In fact, uncertainty is part of every meaningful chapter in life. You're graduating at a moment when many people, especially young adults, are feeling uncertain about the future. You see division in our politics, rising costs, global instability, and you may have questions about where our country is headed. But I want you to know here in Massachusetts, you have a whole team behind you. The governor, the lieutenant governor, our entire administration and state government that believes in you. We see not only the potential, but the amazing talent you already have. We believe the investment that you've made in yourselves matters, not only to your future, but to the future of our Commonwealth and to our democracy. This is the first state to have the first public school and the first public library. We truly believe education changes lives, and that talent exists in every community. And we believe government has a responsibility to help create the conditions where people can build a good life, where innovation and economic growth exist alongside compassion and fairness and opportunity. That means building a Commonwealth that embraces innovation and entrepreneurship while also maintaining a strong safety net for families and young adults, seniors, and vulnerable residents. It means investing in housing and transportation, and education and healthcare, and climate resilience and public safety. And it's why the governor and I have made community college your education free, 100% free. And it's investment that's working. Across the state, we've seen double-digit increases in those seeking an associate's degree. In addition to helping with community college cost, we wanted to expand state-based aid at our four-year institutions, our public higher ed institutions. So any of you who may be thinking about going on, I hope you choose one of our amazing public higher ed institutions. We want to make it more affordable for you and your family, because we believe here in Massachusetts, if you have the acumen and the fire in your belly to go to college, costs should not be a barrier for you crossing this stage. And we know investing in people matters, but we also want to make sure you have the facilities and the buildings that matter. That's why we proposed something called the Bright Act. It's the largest investment the state will make in our public higher ed campuses, expanding access to 21st century skills for students and creating welcoming new spaces for students in community events. I know President Padel has a few ideas on where he'd like to spend those dollars, and those investments really do matter in terms of making sure you have the equipment, the tools, and your amazing faculty are working on in a top-notch environment to help you succeed. We're also making investments outside of campuses, in housing, the biggest investment in housing in our state's history. We want to drive down costs so we can keep you here, raise your family here, buy your first home here for those of you who don't have one already. And we know when we make these investments, they lead to better outcomes that just don't happen by accident. They happen with intention and purpose. They happen when people choose to invest in one another. For the last 250 years, Massachusetts has always been at its best when we do exactly that. In fact, 251 years ago, ordinary people from Massachusetts led the way. Not too far from here, at a green in Lexington and a bridge in Concord, people pledged collective action. They fought for self-governance. That fight gave birth to our nation and continues to serve as a great example of when we are at our best, when we work together toward a shared goal. Today, this Commonwealth leads because we believe deeply in the power of education, in research, in creativity, in civic engagement. It's why people from around the world come here to learn, to innovate, and to build their futures. And it's why you've chosen to be part of our state story, and why I did too. I'm actually not a native of Massachusetts. Like many of you here, I am the daughter of an immigrant. I was born in Hawaii. My father was in the Navy. We were a military family. We moved around a lot. My mom was born in Grenada and grew up in Trinidad. Any West Indians in the house? All right. We are usually the loud ones, proud to claim that. I stand here today as a product of the investments that Massachusetts has made. A proud graduate of public higher education, I learned the joy of being part of a community larger than myself when I attended Salem State. Education was available and attainable and accessible. I found a community in Salem that was enriching and historic. Well, we weren't so great to women in 1692, I'll acknowledge that. But we've come a long way from that. I fell in love with the city, I fell in love with my husband, I raised our family there, and I had the good fortune to serve as mayor for 17 years in a community that I adopted as my hometown. And I say that to you today, not just as someone who's been a public servant, but someone who wasn't a native of Massachusetts, but someone who's making a home here. I hope you find that same success in making a home here. Beyond your alma mater, there's one thing that all of you have in common. Massachusetts needs you, every single one of you. Whether your degree is in nursing or public health or communications or business or education or any other field, the work you have done here has already opened doors for you. You are ready to contribute. You are ready to lead, and you are more prepared than you may realize. Now, as someone who spent 17 years as mayor before entering statewide office, I just want to make one special request of you today. Not necessarily because I think you want to do it, but because I think we need you to. I'd like you to consider public service. We need good people to run for office. Some of you may want to do that. Because loving where you live can be transitioned into action. And if you love where you live, giving back to your community is such a meaningful gift. You can serve on a school committee. You can volunteer locally. You can advocate for your neighbors. You can work in City Hall in public health or housing or education. Local government in particular is where people come together to solve real problems that impact lives on a daily basis. It's where potholes get fixed and parks get built, seniors get services, kids get educated, families find housing, and communities decide what they want their future to look like. And at a time when national politics can feel so divided and somewhat discouraging, like local and state government still offer something incredibly powerful: the ability to make tangible differences in people's lives. You know, democracy only works when good people step forward. when thoughtful people choose participation over cynicism, when talented people like all of you decide your communities are worth investing in. That's why Massachusetts needs you. We want you to stay here, to build your careers here, to raise your families here, to age here with dignity and respect, to help us continue making this the best place to live, work, go to school, innovate, and grow older. Because when I look at this graduating class, I see exactly why I remain optimistic about our future. I see intelligence and compassion. I see determination and resilience. I see a generation that is far more prepared to lead than it often gets credit for. So today, let's celebrate you. Let's celebrate all of you. Let's be proud of what you've achieved. Take a deep breath before worrying about what comes next. You don't have to have your entire future figured out today. What matters is that you keep moving forward with purpose, with curiosity, with kindness, and with courage. And I want you to know this. We are going to be cheering you on the whole time. This state is behind you. We make investments, not just in buildings and places, but in people. We are so proud of you. Know that we believe in you. And we know you are going to have a bright future because you took this step to make sure you're investing in yourselves. Congratulations, Massbay Community College class of 2026. Go get the world.
Wow. Let's thank once again Lieutenant Governor Kim Driscoll for her commencement speech and all the work she does for all of us in Massachusetts. We are now going to ask her to accept a plaque in honor of her commencement speech today. Now, please welcome our Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost, Dr. Courtney Jackson, to present our divisional and all-college academic awards.
Good evening. It is my honor to present the Academic Divisional Awards, which are presented to members of this year's graduating class who have earned the highest grade point averages in their respective academic disciplines. For this achievement, each divisional award winner will receive an official recognition and an honorarium from the Massbay Foundation. Joining me on the stage will be President Padel and Jim McKenzie, who has served on the Massbay Foundation Board for nearly 20 years and was recognized with the Distinguished Service Award earlier this evening. Students, as your name is called, please join us on stage. Our first award is from the Division of Automotive Technology. Dean David Pertano, please come forward. Bernard He graduates this evening with an associate degree in automotive technology, BMW, with a 3.86 GPA. Bernard came to Massbay to chase his dream of working for BMW. Bernard has been working on cars all his life. He was assisted in his time at the college by his wife, who supported him in switching to a very different career, as well as his classmates, faculty, and Dean Pertano. Bernard plans to work for BMW and become a master elite technician. Congratulations, Bernard. Our next four awards are from the Division of Business and Professional Studies. Dean Hallie Sugarman, please step forward. Saskia Black graduates this evening with an Associate of Science degree in Accounting, Mass Transfer, with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Saskia came to the United States from South Africa as an au pair, and when her time in that job ended, her host family helped her enroll at Massbay. Saskia attributes her academic success to Massbay's Student Development and Academic Achievement Center staff, as well as the orientation leaders. Saskia is moving to North Carolina to pursue optional practical training before resuming her education at Western Carolina University. Congratulations, Saskia. Emily Yvette Lugo graduates this evening with an Associate of Science degree in Criminal Justice, also with a perfect 4.0 GPA. As a Marine Corps veteran, Emily came to Massbay because of our resources for veterans, as well as our criminal justice program. She was supported by her loved ones and her boss, who let her adjust her work hours to have time for school. Emily is currently working on a master's degree in public relations at Emerson College to enhance the work she does supporting veterans at the University of Connecticut. Congratulations, Emily. Karen Michelle Martinez graduates this evening with an Associate of Science degree in International Business with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Karen moved from Guatemala to complete high school. She wasn't sure college was even possible for her until a high school advisor told her about Massbay. She attributes her success to her dedication. No one in her family had previously gone to college, but she was able to figure it out with the help of faculty, advisors, and family support. Karen is a painter and has her own small art business, Karen's Creations, on which she plans to focus while considering a return to school at some point. Congratulations, Karen. Corey Rotundi graduates this evening with an Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Arts Human Services with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Corey majored in Human Services because of a sincere passion for helping people. Corey credits her professors with being encouraging and helpful and said every single one of them made it possible to succeed. Her 5 children were also supportive and instrumental in her success. In the fall, Corey will be attending Lesley University to pursue her Bachelor's of Social Work. Congratulations, Corey. Our next award is from the Division of Health Sciences. Dean Lynn Davis, please come forward. Ashley Justine Harkins graduates this evening with an associate degree in surgical technology with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Ashley's mother, aunt, and uncle all graduated from Massbay, so when she enrolled, she says it felt like coming home. Ashley credits her mother with instilling a strong work ethic and the belief that you can achieve any dream as long as you are willing to put in the work. She's thankful for her husband and children, as well as her friends and family. Ashley was hired by her clinical site, the Surgery Center in Shrewsbury, and will be starting her job in June. Congratulations, Ashley. Our next award is from the Division of Humanities and Social Sciences under the leadership of Dean Nina Curie. Mia Avador graduates this evening with an Associate of Arts degrees in Psychology and Sociology with a 3.98 GPA. Mia came to Massbay not sure of what she wanted to do. She chose to major in psychology and sociology because of the opportunity to interact with people one-on-one. Mia reports that her parents instilled in her the habits that helped her achieve academic success. She's transferring to UMass Amherst to complete her undergraduate degree and then eventually plans to pursue her PhD in clinical psychology. Congratulations, Mia. Our next 5 awards are from the Division of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Mathematics. Dean David Pertano, please step forward. Peter Daly graduates tonight with an associate degree in General Studies Science with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Peter had originally enrolled in college straight out of high school, but the pandemic began shortly after, and he realized it wasn't the right time. When the state's free community college program began, he decided to start again, this time at Massbay. He attributes his success to an intentional effort to rediscover his love of learning. Peter was supported by his partner, who was completing a master's program, and they held each other accountable for their academics. He will be attending Framingham State University and majoring in computer science. Congratulations, Peter. Ines Dawood graduates tonight with an associate degree in engineering design with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Ines came to Massbay for interior design, but discovered she had enough transfer credits to pursue an engineering degree as well, so she is graduating in both interior design and engineering design. She attributes her success to her Massbay faculty, including Professor Marina Bograd, who she said supports her students to the max. Ines is now attending Boston Architectural College, pursuing a degree in architecture. Congratulations, Ines. Michael James Hebden graduates tonight with an associate degree in Information Systems Technology and Management Technology with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Michael wanted to have a better career, so he enrolled at Massbay. His interest in computers comes from his father's interest. He says it's in the blood. He thanks his parents and his step-parents for their support. Michael is already working at a small managed service provider on the South Shore. Congratulations, Michael. Our final two STEM Divisional Award winners are unable to be with us this evening. Jennifer Ma graduates with an Associate of Science degree in General Studies, and Samuel Olson graduates with an Associate degree in Biotechnology, both with a perfect 4.0 GPA. Congratulations, Jennifer and Samuel. The All-College Academic Excellence Award is the most prestigious academic award at Massbay, presented annually to the associate degree graduates who have earned the highest grade point averages of the graduating class. The students who achieve this honor will receive an honorarium from the Massbay Foundation. This year, we have 8 graduates who each earned a perfect 4.0 grade point average. Please welcome back to the stage Saskia Black, Peter Daly, Ines Dawood, Ashley Justine Harkins, Michael James Hebden, Emily Yvette Lugo, Karen Michelle Martinez, Corey Rotundi. Also winning the All-College Award are Jennifer Ma and Samuel Olson, who could not be here tonight. Please help me congratulate all of our All-College Award winners. President Podell, please join me up at the podium. It is now my honor to present to you the graduating class of 2026. The graduates presented here have met the requirements for degrees and certificates as prescribed by the faculty of the college and have been approved by the Board of Trustees.
Thank you, Provost Jackson. It is my honor to commence the conferring of degrees and certificates to tonight's graduates. Students who earn the highest grade point average in their associate degree program will also receive a plaque and an honorarium from the Massbay Foundation. Divisional deans will read the names of the respective graduates. We will begin with Dean Protano, who will be reading the names of the graduates from the Division of Automotive Technology.
It's my distinct pleasure to present the graduates of the Division of Automotive Technology. We will begin with certificate recipients. Grant Arapian. Miguel Victoria Talavera. Now presenting the recipients of associate degrees in the Division of Automotive. Spencer Patrick Vernez. Lana Lee. Daria Latuca, highest honors program award winner. Joshua Camargo Silva. James Anthony Burton. CJ Sock Jr. Alvaro George Alves Correa. Carlos A. Acosta. Evan Cooper. Orandon Emmanuel de Oliveira. Alejandra Sims. Zachary John Pierre. Garo Jarkezian. Yvonne Stephen Amaya Gonzalez. Malik E. Jeffries Davis. Morrison Clark Marani. Kevin Josu Yanes. Aiden James Burnett. Cameron J. St. Germain. Chase Walker. Kayliana L. Severian. Emily Nicole Rappa. Victor V. Era. Brayan Alexander Gonzalez. Anthony Juan Vasconcelos Viana. Jenny Reyes. Giovanni Xavier Feliciano. Jihua He, highest honors program award winner. McCollum St. Louis. Sergey Povlik. Colint Sato. Carlins Jr. Rignod. Mason Stephen Mascarelli. Sergio Andres Obando Pedraza, high honors. Alejandro C. Beltre. Dennis Michael Downing. Connor Miguel Garcia. Ellis Wojcik. James Thomas Askew. Yeldi E. Miranda. Nicholas Ray Collado. Leo Mehizi. Joseph Richard Lieber. Harold Marroquin. Christ Poo. Samuel Kinney Sabo. Now, I would like to introduce my colleague, Dean Hallie Sugarman, to present the graduates from the Division of Business and Professional Studies.
It is my distinct pleasure to present the graduates of the Division of Business and Professional Studies. We will begin with certificate recipients. Trinity Dianette Torres. Stefania Valentina de Leon Ramos. Molly M. Booker. Ashley M. Castillo. Tiffany Kitty Fagan. Mackenzie Lee Babstock. Gabriella Ann Frediani. Hannah Guamarares Ganam. Miriam Yanechi Laliani. Emma Rose Flint. Kashia A. Senat. Nadia Charbel. Jake Stephen Ferrulo. Jetty Antonella Martinez. Yvette Gomez. Saskia Black, highest honors program award winner. Emily Yvette Lugo, highest honors program award winner. Karen Michelle Martinez, highest honors program award winner. Corey Rotundi, highest honors program award winner. Carmen Swellen Goggins. David Joseph Kanan. Miller McCall Howry. Ruti Dos Santos Alves. Juliana Mendez Roja Nacimiento. Jusara Fragola. Lori Ann Ball. Dearly Barbosa Canistaro. Erica Moreira Ribeiro. Cinchin Ferreira Morales. Katia Caniero Pereira del Melo. Erica Samara Teodoro de Lima Arorujo. Tatiana Gomez. Dayara Sabrina Chela. Mariana Caetano de Mendez. Priscilla Bianca Engler. Alyssa Varela Costa. Kendra Braga Goncalves. Emily Gibbs. Jessica Garcia Ferraz. Bianca Arsenio. Michael Amendola. Catucia Morales. Adriana Cardosa Madrona. Deborah Murari de Vitoria dos Años. Kayla de Gasas Namesiento. Linda Carter Ferreria Fernandez. Modiana Matos. Ingrid Felix Goncalves. Sinia Mary Abena Walker. No? Sorry. Sinaya Mary Abena Walker. Elmer Augustin Oliva Jimenez. Narayan Mitchell. Derek Shepard. Ryan Jakeems. Johnay Samore Brooks. Now presenting the recipients of associate degrees in the Division of Business and Professional Studies. Elsie Sophia Meisha. Nashali Del Carmen Otres Gri Halava. Michael Josue Savrera Cortez. Ksenia Tatmanian. Alex Sineoff. Layla Delaveria, highest honors. Pearl Fields. Yesenia Carillas, highest honors. Andre Devon Brashear. Dalton Williams Haynes, highest honors. Evelyn Michelle Escobar Vallejo, high honors. Tasha Burrows, high honors. Phoebe Stella Marie Lynch. Clara Naisa Louis. Luana Dos Santos, high honors. Shannon Lindsay McGettigan. Erica Burgos Rodriguez. Kylie Rose Gallagher, highest honors. Ciela Bertone. Richard Vega. Norma I. Wallace. Rachel Nosozi Sozi. Emilia Andre G. Alves. Raykaya Desiree Alexis, highest honors. Angeline Jesus Rivera. Fiona Gowrie, I honors. Jason Scotton. Jennifer Park, highest honors. Diane Lacerda. Elias Paulino. Ariane Pasadide, highest honors. Victoria Rose Faust Williams. Ana Fazina Durso. Jorge Alexander Tejeda. David Michael Burgess. Rena Marcela Bautista, highest honors. Daniela Waltero Zubieta. Eduarda Lockwood, high honors. Colby Norton. Walter Arnold, high honors. Savannah Bell Young, high honors. Megan Loren Jones. Giara Vittini. Fabiola Echeverria Hernandez. Kenya Dupala. Kenya. Jamie Selena Augusta, highest honors. Nadia Nazarali Abasi, highest honors. Is that her? Zimara Rasoto. Gina Maurice Saruti. Christine Carabo Praise. High honors. Yanni Christopher Kruskas. Mateus Miller Phillips. Samantha Claire Keeler. Ana Luisa Bauschizur. Sincere Lacone Red. Casey Michelle Diaz Rosario. Niara Pires, highest honors. Cecil Aksu. Allison Redame Gayon, high honors. Christopher Maniri. Jibemi Diaz. I love it. Charlotte Rose Coduguedo. Miriam Victoria de Vincenzo, highest honors program award winner. Marissa Ann DeSimeon, highest honors. Melissa Marie Escalante. Isaac R. Vieira, highest honors. Angelina Reina Harnett. Disha Umbeshai Seth, high honors. Victoria Stidham, highest honors program award winner. Ariana Sofia Garcia Castillo. Elizabeth Schaub. Melania Faith Lewis. Andriy Yamachuk. Paul Kevin Kashisyan, high honors. Carla Flores. Wilmarie Devali. Neda Irene Salgado Soto. Julia Rocha dos Santos, highest honors. Igor Tanaka. Jacob Klue, highest honors. Now, I would like to introduce my colleague, Dean Lynn Davis, to present the graduates from the Division of Health Sciences.
It is my distinct pleasure to present the graduates of the Division of Health Sciences. We will begin with certificate recipients. Jalissa Harris. Nell Marie Kaur. Liz Nambiro. Tanika Stevens. Katyuska Santiago. Alyssa Marie Severino. Karen Talbert. Emily Marie Simonetti. Reagan Strickland. Jessica Paulino Vasquez. Sharnik Armand. Michelez Correa Del Valle. Ivory Walacy. Israel Morris. Alexander Capella. Yonera Fructoso. Kimberly English. Levi Scott. Ezra Nardelli. Brianna Coates. Ella Fleming. Eugenia Del Carmen Alvarado Barrios. Now presenting the recipients of associate degrees in the Division of Health Sciences. Ashley Harkins. Perla Chichilla. Brian Hopkins. Drew Armando Giglio. Darcel Megan Berger, highest honors.
This is a program award.
Lauren Latanzi, highest honors, and Program Award winner. Jocelyn Tobar Morrow Quinn. Heather Stone, high honors. Helene Hilatich, highest honors. Danielle Elena Singer, high honors. Ariam Shelley Ortiz Lopez. Marilyn Escobar, high honors. Nirvana Ladam Gabriel. Mackenzie Marie Hanna, high honors. Kathleen May Gallagher, highest honors.
This is how you pronounce it in high honor.
Isabella Alameda, high honors. Whitney Hulbert, high honors. Evelyn Nabawanuka, high honors. Chelsea Leica Corpus Adams, highest honors. Brianna Nicole Harrison, highest honors. Lauren Carrison, high honors. Mariah Lynn Prosonsky, highest honors. Bashira Nantigi, high honors. Skylar Mason, high honors. Fiona Vasile. Shauna Heatley. Wamomeri Sergrain, high honors. Pagula Melissa Nelson. Javiana Perea. Jarlis Lima. Victoria Camillo. Yoeri I.E. Marie. Fiona Aringo. Serafina Mutisi. David Joseph Kinnan, highest honors. Kadiatu Ba. Jean Elo Toussaint. Brian Ruzaro. Hamson Shobandi, high honors. Nafisa Sani Ukanlawun, highest honors. Tana Lewis, high honors. Aracela Velasquez. Drusilla Nusuga. Janie Faith Kisitu, high honors. Joke in Steffi Dogmo, high honors. Cynthia Laziza Diosi Molina, highest honors. Alana Yusa, high honors. Isabella Grace Kennedy. Caitlin Marie Kay, highest honors. Now, I would like to introduce my colleague, Dean Nina Curie, to present the graduates from the Division of Humanities and Social Sciences.
It's my distinct pleasure tonight to present the graduates of the Division of Humanities and Social Sciences Associate Degree recipients. Adriana Rodriguez. Branisa Inyaya de Roches. Don't forget these things. Jasper Susia, Program Award winner and highest honors. Danielle Joseph. India Brajay Wright. Agnes Adumante. Emmy Macedo Oliveira. Laura Sanchez Opina. High honors. Henry Irvings Brill, high honors. Mia Avador, highest honors and program award winner. Shane Owen Stewart, high honors. John James Luskin, high honors. Sonia Edna St. Cyr. Lauren Angela Weimer, high honors.
Alex John Asenkoa. Forrest Fleming Fitzpatrick. Barkev Harut Chaglassian, highest honors. Jake Matthew Rosenbaum. Carlos Neris. Adrian Jewell, highest honors. Everest Acosta. Kendall Knapp. Kyra Perez. Linessa Corser. Sunny Fee Sanders. Ana Maria Mendez da Silva. Rosie Russo Hernandez. Isabella Scott Buck. Darius Lusson. Crystal Sloan White. Taylor Langdon. Mutungi Rogers, high honors. Nathan Hopkins. Hannah Elizabeth Masterman Barris. Juliana Valente. Jennifer Dos Santos Rong, high honors. Janie Ryder Rusin. Haral Silverstein. Chelsea Frayne, highest honors. Helena Grace Maria Loftus Fastel, highest honors. Theodore Hammer. Lisa Wells. Cecilia Valdez. Anya Selek. Wanderlina Rocha. Molly Milijo Kalika. And now I'd like to reintroduce my colleague, Dean Dave Furtado, to present the graduates from the Division of Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math.
It is my distinct pleasure to present the graduates of the Division of STEM. We will begin with certificate recipients. Victor John Rosas. Hunter Jordan White. Now presenting the recipients of Associate's Degree in the Division of STEM. Melanie Michelle Sirin Aldana. Yael Shara Novik. That's all right. Stephanie Rigo. Ann Flanders. Daniel Patrick McMorrow, high honors. Patricia Roth, highest honors. Emma Rose Flood, highest honors. Daisy R. Lyons, highest honors. Wellesley Jr. Oliveira Souza. Melissa Cardosa Aguilar. Miosodi Castillo. Matthew Leonard. Jason Gardner. Mary Bechet. High honors. Thank you. Annabelle Laurel McGregor. Highest honors. Benjamin Robert McLeish. High honors. Kevin Castaneda, high honors. Juliana Aldelaide Stevenson. Anjali Chopra. Cameron Dusso, highest honors. Aiden Kubiak. Ayami Iris Nakagawa, highest honors, program award winner. Devontae William Garcia Diaz. Nathan Dumaris. Stephen Allen Connell. Ickes George Cato. Diamond Tashayana Lighton. Chandara Lim. Yep. Evan Jennings, highest honors, program award winner. Kanuki Edwards. Gwyneth Sky Rose Smith, highest honors, program award winner. Margaret Lanscrone. Delov Zilberstein. Catherine Hazel Smith, highest honors. Boyd Angus Norville, highest honors. Francisco Alexander Contreras. David Deo, highest honors. John Christopher Pellegrino. Julian Martinez. Tatiana L.C. Keating, highest honors. Samuel Duprelian. James Michael O'Reilly. Peter Daly, highest honors, program award winner. Ines Dawood, highest honors, program award winner. What's this? Michael Hebden, highest honors, program award winner. Kamisha Monique Quales, highest honors. Daniel Roberta Ferrino. Jennifer Hung Dean, highest honors. Fadia Jacqueline Alasahu. Markel Hall Anderson, highest honors. Shamikwa Sharday Brown. Daniela A. Jimenez. Brian Neji Josiel. Sean Curtin. Daniel Alejandro Rico. Zachary Andrew Keeney. Elisa Mercedes Carrillo, high honors. Emmanuel Golajo. Is that the second?
Yeah, the second.
Derek A. Farley II, high honors. Madeline Claire Holloway. Marlena Victoria Alves Slade, high honors. Malika Faroukazdi Nejad. William Joseph Barton, highest honors. Joshua Staub, highest honors. Nathaniel Alexander Simpson, high honors. Christina Casey. Jonathan P. Joseph. Julian Mateo Solano Chavez, high honors. Andrew Jose Larazabal, high honors. Brandon Robert McMahon, highest honors. Maria Stella Rosario Rivera, highest honors. Destiny Marie Santiago Mitchell. Juliet Nakalima. Abu Seki Congo, highest honors, program award winner. Bridget Natuambi. Seda Sadikova. Melina Zamudio, high honors. Lena Borda, highest honors, program award winner. Justice Kamalegea, highest honors. Nicholas Lucusa, highest honors, program award winner. Winslerby Moulin. Sharon Aki Data. Lesidi Cyrus Zula. Angelo Goldston. Charles Muhanguzi, High Honors. Marilyn Ayana Alexis. Brihania Noel Gomes. Allison Nicole McMullen. George Emmanuel Hiladakis.
Whoa. Members of the class of 2026, I ask you to please stand if you are able. Per la autoridade a mim conferida per la comunidade de Massachusetts, eu, por meio deste, confero a vocês o diploma com todos os direitos, honras e privilégios pertinentes. Por la autoridade que me confiere de ma comunidade de Massachusetts, por la presente, la confiero su título con todos los derechos, honores y privilegios pertinentes. By the authority vested in me by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Associate in Arts, the degree of Associate in Science, or the academic certificate in your appropriate discipline, with all the rights, honors, and privileges thereto pertaining. You may now move the tassels from your commencement caps from the right side to the left, signifying your graduation. But wait, there's more. Members of the class of 2026, tonight, not only have you earned your diplomas, but you have also earned entry into the Massbay Alumni Network. Massbay will always be a part of your journey. We count on you to stay in touch, to give back, and to mentor future students who follow in your path. Most importantly, we count on you to commit your lives to improving society, to helping others who are in need, and to sharing the knowledge and the skills you have acquired in your time at Massbay. Audience, please remain seated until the recessional is complete and our graduates have exited the tent. Also, let me remind graduates and their guests to join us for a class of 2026 dessert reception in the cafeteria immediately following our recessional. Congratulations to our graduates.